Welcome everybody to match day 17 maybe of the Hammers Chat watch along. How are we all? Hope you're all well. Good to see you on chat. And you might be thinking, yo, Charlie by himself again. Guess what? No, it's Ray Borum. Look at that. Here he is. Sorry, I saw you do it and I let you down. I didn't get involved instantaneously. I apologise. How are you, sir?
Good. Just a tiny bit hungover today. Not massively, but
I mean that's not shocking. That's not shocking given the
and if any options are watching, I didn't go to any parties or anything like that.
Oh, that's very good. How convincing of you. How utterly convincing of you. Oh, that's still on from the other thing. Give me a second, everyone. There we go. Now that's gone.
So, Charlie, it's New Year's Day.
It is.
What is your New Year's resolution? Have you got any?
That's a good question. My New Year's resolution. I mean, lose weight is probably a stereotypical one, but that's probably the real one. But if we're going stupider than that, then I'm vibing. I buy Crash Bandicoot 4. What's yours? It's gonna happen at some point, innit? Make it achievable. I'll know that.
Yeah. Well, mine is actually. I've told you loads of times. I want to lose weight. So my plan is to lose massive amount of weight. If I get back down to 14 stone, which is where I want to be, ish, I'm going to do a skydive.
Oh, that's bold. That's bold. Into what tier?
I've done it before, and it's amazing. Like, it's really weird. It's like the weirdest feeling ever.
I can imagine.
Good.
I wonder. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't know if I would ever do it. The thing is, I'm not scared of flying, but I have noticed, like, because I've not barely flown in my life. I flew a couple of times when I was a kid, and then I've gone on a plane once since then. That was like the year before, so 2018. I went in a plane, and then or was it 2017? No, 2019. It was 2019. And then apart from that, not been on a plane basically. But I did know that when I was sitting on the plane in 2019, I was a bit like, there's like 10,000 feet between my feet and the ground. And it didn't freak me out. It was just like, that's quite weird. And so I imagine if I was the one diving into that, it would probably be quite a problem. I don't know. That's a solid goal. That's a solid goal. But
I've done it before.
Go on.
And it's just, like I when I get to a top of a building or like really high thing, and I look over, I get like, I guess it's vertigo, where you get like all.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit nervous, but I'm not actually too scared. But when I got to a plane, I didn't even have time to even be scared. You just lift your head back and then just fall forward.
You've not really got a choice at that point. You're flipping falling.
The weirdest feeling is when you're spinning around. First of all, you're just seeing this plane go away. Like, I was just in there a minute ago. Yeah. That's gone. Safety now is one way down, does it?
Anyway, let's say hello to the people in the chat. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hello to Abs the Dabs, Anis, Ben Glander. Shout out to Ben. Subscribe if you haven't already. Alan Pardews rocks up. Good evening, Alan. Chuck, Eric Olstead, James Gunn, Jason Lloyd, Jazza, Kalla, Miz, Mr. Pete Hammer, Rob Hart, Slim Reaper, Crash. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Wally and West Ham unofficial. Jim Stebbins, Ginge is also here. Irish Tommy is here. Everyone's just rocking up. Hello, everyone. Scott, Stevie C, all the hello, Ben? Question mark. So Ben? Scenes, Ben question mark. By the way, everyone, it's on. So the match is obviously on BT Sport tonight. If you need a link in the Discord below, top link, there's a section called Stream Links. If you've ever used any of those to watch the match, Ginge, aka Jim Stebbins, is the one who puts them in there. So give a big shout out to him. Thank you, Ginge. I definitely won't be using that today because I subscribe to BT Sport. So, Ray, let's talk about the team, shall we? Let me pull this across. There we go.
If you believe that, you believe you were going to a party last night.
Right, yeah, exactly. We'll start with West Ham's. I heard you came on. You said when we started talking, you were like, "Oh, I'm happy with that team." So let's have a look. I know one thing about it, and that is that Ben Rama's starting. Look, there's a picture of him and everything. Look, there he is, big man. Oh, it's here, isn't it? There's my mouse. There he is. So, Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Rice, Souček, Fornals, Bowen, Benrahma, Sebastian, Haller, with a bench of Randolph, Johnson, Diop, Balbuena, Noble, Lanzini, Snodgrass, Yarmolenko, Mikhail Antonio. Ray, we'll come to you first. You said you were happy with that lineup. Talk to me. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I was a bit unsure about Dawson putting him in the team, but his performance warranted him keeping his place. He's not done anything wrong, apart from the first 5 minutes where there was that little chance they went through and scored. Lucky enough, it was offside. But yeah, I thought he had a fantastic game. And I think with that team, it gives a lot of options with the formation. So it can play as a 4-3-3, as a 4-2-3-1. It could be a 4-5-1 at points. So I see it as lots of different alterations and transitional plays are going to be quite good. So excited.
So what would you prefer it to be? Out of all the permeations it could be, what would be the permeations it could mime in a box? Out of all the permeations it could be, which would be your preferred? 4-3-3, 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1. What are we vibing?
Oh, probably a 4-2-3-1. Because if we're playing that formation, majority of the game, then that means that we're actually going to be more attacking, more on the front foot rather than the back foot. I see it as a 4-3-3. There's a bit more like not much, but a little bit more defensive because you got attacking midfielder just dropping back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I thought Fornals played really well against Southampton, so I think it deserves it. If I was playing that 4-2-3-1, I'd rather see Lanzini in that more attacking role. But you can't deny how well Fornals played the other day. So. Yeah, he's got to get in the team. Do you not agree?
I agree. Yeah, it's one of those things. The one I'm excited about, big Craigie boy, big Craigie Dawson. Look at him, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, getting his start. Look at him. Oh man, I'm excited about that. I think I think Fornals. I look at it right, and I'd want it to be a 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 is my preferred way as well. Like I always think that's the way to go with our squads. We have so many attacking players that having sort of three in that area could be really effective, especially with someone like Sebastian Haller up front. It could be super effective. It's just a case of making it click and work together. I don't know if Moyes is going to set up the tactics to work like that. If I was to take a guess, I think it would be more of a 4-4-1-1. And one being either Benrahma or Fornals. I suspect Benrahma because Fornals on the left is the defensive duty. That's what David Moyes likes. And I suspect that one will become very withdrawn. So I suspect it will at times probably look more like a 4-4-1-0-0-0-1. But I think we have the players there to actually do something. I mean, that's a decent side. That's a good looking side. That's an attacking side. It's just about, taking the game to them. I mean, this is a difficult game. Everton are obviously a very good team. They're sitting in fourth. And, I mean, you've got to take it, like, realistically, taking it to them is not a bad option. I'm a bit surprised. I would have thought he would have gone for the 5-3, the 5-2-3 or whatever you want to call it. The 5 at the back formation, the classic David Moyes. I would have thought he was going with that, but to see Dawson start, which is good after his decent game the other night. To see, I mean, it's another punch in the face for Issa Diop, but we'll move on. To see Benrahma get in, I mean, there's some exciting things there, and that bench is strong as well. Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Antonio, like you've got Noble and Snodgrass to come in at deep. If there is an injury, you can bring on Johnson. You can bring on. That's a strong bench. That's probably one of the strongest benches we can pretty much have.
Do you think Haller's only got 45 minutes to prove his worth?
No, David Moyes is stubborn. He's made his mind up on Haller already.
Do you reckon?
Unfortunately, yeah.
But if Haller doesn't score in the first 45 minutes, do you see Antonio coming on for the second half, or do you see him a little bit later?
I mean, it's a good question. Will David Moyes ever make us? I mean, these are questions we'll get into, I guess. We'll leave it, but I suspect little cheeky preview for sub bingo. 45 minutes, Antonio coming on. Everton line up as such. Jordan. All right, let's see if I can. First of all, let's zoom in on this slightly. Let's just get that slightly.
Be interesting to see if he does bring him on the half-time mark.
I think he probably. Well, yeah, I'm interested as well. I think you've got to manage the injury as much as you possibly can. So whether you do or don't bring him on, I think should be based entirely upon his injury. Really, I don't think it's got anything to do with Sebastian Haller at this point. But
did you say Yarmolenko was on the soft bench?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes, Yarmolenko.
I thought he wasn't them for one sec.
I had to have a look. Everton lineup as such: Jordan Pickford, Coleman, Holgate, Mina, Godfrey, Decore, Davis, Bernard, Sigurdsson, Richarlison, Dominic, Calvert-Lewin, with what can only be described as a David Moyes bench, a la 2 goalkeepers, Olsen and Lossell both on the bench, with Keane, Cenk Tosun, Nkuku, Rodriguez, Gomez, Gordon, and Branthwaite. And again, another strong team. They're missing like a couple of key people. You're looking at Lucas Digne would be obviously in at left back instead of Ben Godfrey, who's sort of shoved there. He can play there, but it's not his jam. He's more of a centre back in my opinion. Davis, another person you'd want James Rodriguez starting over, say, Tom Davis or Bernard, for example, or Sigurdsson, actually, more likely. I mean, but they've got key men in there. You've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Richarlison can obviously cause damage. Bernard and Sigurdsson aren't exactly bad players. How do you feel about it?
Well, I really feel confident, and I feel like Moyes is going for it this time. And it's probably the best time to play a team like Everton.
I would.
They've had an extra day's rest than us, haven't they?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So that will play a part. But I think this time of year, playing Everton, good team. Quite jealous of some of their players and their manager, but. Don't tell that to my head, Dorman. He will never let me live that down. But yeah, but I really see us winning today. I really see us positive. I see it either being like a good win for West Ham or like a good draw for West Ham, if you know what I mean. I see it as being quite a positive thing. Quite excited. Can't wait for the game to start, to be honest.
I'm excited as well. It's going to be horrendously boring 0-0, isn't it? I mean, for me, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, if we were playing the usual David Moyes 5-at-the-back formation, I'd have confidence in that. I'd have confidence in us getting a result, because Everton aren't Everton are a bigger team. We usually decide we sort of step to a little bit. I mean, Carlo Ancelotti plays a more functional style of football, let's say, than say a Pep or someone like that does. But I would have fancied us. I would have thought this is going to be a decent result for us. I honestly don't know how we're going to turn out. I honestly don't know. The formation looks like we're going to step to them a little bit more. That's kind of scary to me to an extent. I can't tell. I just can't tell.
I think if we're honest, I do see Fornals dropping back into the third position and Ben Rama just running across the front, across the top.
Yeah, I do think it'll be 4-4-1-1. I do think it'll be, yeah. Just because I just think David Moyes puts Fornals in because of the defensive work rate that he brings, or that David Moyes perceives he brings. So I think that's why he always gets put on that left hand side. And I think especially in a team where we're playing 4 at the back, I think you were going to see that more likely than not. I was going to say especially away from home, but at home he went for a 2-2 draw with Brighton, so I don't think that matters much. But yeah,
this is definitely the team I would have wanted to see against Brighton.
Yeah. I mean,
makes me disappointed that we didn't see this sooner.
I mean, really, I'm looking at that side again, and I'm thinking outside of potentially what? Hang on, let me put it up again. I'm thinking outside of Dawson, that's probably the lineup I think is potentially the lineup I would play regardless. I think that's the strongest lineup we have. I mean, you'd maybe swap Dawson out. I would probably make an argument for Johnson over Kufal, but that's more for future gains than it is for current gains. I think Kufal's obviously better than him right now. Yeah. Like outside of that, though, I mean, I think that's probably our strongest form. I think that's our strongest 11, probably. Like I said, Dawson withstanding. I think that's our strongest 11.
The only thing I would change from that is probably, and I've been praising Fornals all the time, but I would like to see more Lanzini I said at the beginning of the year, like Lanzini's at that peak age, like he's 27 now, almost 28. This is his time that he needs to shine, and unfortunately, Fornals is playing really well and keeping him out of the team. But it could just be Lanzini a bit more attacking.
So we're getting some late breaking news from the lineup. Many people in the chat letting me know. Thank you very much, everyone, including Glenn. Hello, Glenn. Good to see you, my friend. Fabianski has become injured in the warm up, and that means Darren Randolph will be starting. I don't know if someone else takes his place on the bench. I know other people travel. I don't know what's going to happen there. But yes, Fabianski is out and Darren Randolph is in after an injury in the warm-up.
That's worrying.
That is a concern.
Yeah. Like against Everton the last time he got injured as well, didn't he? From like just kicking the ball out.
Was it Everton that happened?
Yeah.
Mate, what is it? You live in Liverpool. Go sort this out, bruv. Come on now.
I
don't care about no COVID restrictions. You go there, right, and you sort it out.
It's an old stadium. I could probably just climb over the back.
There you go. There's probably no one around. Yeah, that's a bit concerning. I don't know. The thing is with Darren Randolph, right? Withstanding personal issues that I wouldn't have had him in the squad for regardless, withstanding those, he was the first time around. He was an okay goalkeeper, a decent goalkeeper. I think was probably about as good as Adrian. Maybe slightly worse, but give or take. But my thing with Darren Randolph, and it was something I got told by a Charlton fan before he joined us, and it came true, which is he takes so long to get going. The first couple of games he comes in, he's going to be hella shaky. And once he's there, he becomes consistent and reliable. But those first couple of games are always iffy. He's coming into this game cold. And that's kind of, you always have this problem with goalkeepers to an extent because you have one goalkeeper by and large. You don't really change them around. But he comes in cold into this. And that concerns me because when he's cold, my man is not, I don't want to say not reliable, but certainly concerning.
I can see Calvert-Lewin having a field day against him.
Yeah, so do I. Ollie C, are you going to show the game? No, we aren't, but in the Discord link below, there are links to the games, my friend. Go click on it, join, go and have a look. It's in the stream links section. Yeah, Eric Olstead, I agree with you. Cannot support Darren off what he's done. That's my opinion on the matter, but let's just talk about it purely in a footballing sense. That's what I'll say. But on a moral sense, I 10,000% agree with you. So given that we know, someone called Dylan's Wrestling Rumbles has rocked up and he's redacted his message. But fam, if it's about wrestling, tell me. Now's the time. We've got 2 wrestling people. Now's the time. I finally managed it. No, if you, I can't see his message. It's true. Okay, so now we know that. Now we know the goalkeeper changed. Does that change your scoreline prediction? Can I get your scoreline prediction? And then we're going to be doing sub bingo. Then we're going to be doing some big sub bingo.
Ooh, so I'm going to stick to Gio's favourite scoreline. 2-2!
2-2. A big cheeky Desmond.
I can see us both getting some goals, especially with Randolph in there as well.
It's a big call. I honestly can't decide.
Yeah, I would have gone for a 3-1 win for West Ham, but now Randolph's a goal. I'm a bit nervous now.
Well, before I give mine, I'll say these things, and this is going to buy me time to think.
Okay.
First of all, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because we're here all of the time. We do loads of stuff. Hit the like button if you're enjoying it as well, because I genuinely appreciate it if we hit like 100 likes. I get very excited. Oh, trust me, we're getting there. Trust me, we're getting there, right? But yeah, subscribe if you know how to hit the like button if you've enjoyed it, because I genuinely do appreciate it if we get big ones. Then we'll rewind, because there's this thing, right, called Patreon that we have. Patreon.com/Hammers Chat, right? That is also in the link in the description below, right? And what that does is it's a money thing, right? But you get extra videos, including the Two Spanners One Hammer podcast, which may or may not be hosted by myself and Ray Borum. What a man! Look at him now. Wait, let me just zoom in on his face. Look at that man. How could you not want more of that? The Two Spanners One Hammer Patreon podcast.
I've just put them off.
You could come on that. Patreon.com/Hammers Chat, among other things, such as the morning show, Matchday Mornings with Gio and Gonzo. Gio's a preview show where he goes through the tactics of the opposition. I use that to make it seem like I know what I'm doing. There's lots of things on there. Patreon.com/HammersChat. Do you like audio versions of the shows? They exist on there as well. Go and check it out. And also, just while you're saying, as Gio mentioned on the show before, we're looking to make this interactive, right? We're looking to make this a thing. Like I said, the thing when me and Tom were doing it was always about talking to the live chat and stuff like that. Got some ideas that include you coming on the show. If you want to be on a watch along, if you want to appear on a watch along, DM me on Twitter at @ATopLad, and I will get it sorted. Okay, I've currently not signed in, but really, is that? I've currently not got it sorted, but we'll get involved. You could do it just like Ray. It's easy. Ray, how easy was it to appear on this?
Easy like a Sunday morning.
Easy like a Sunday morning's legendarily easy. Now, my score prediction, I would say it's going to be 2-1 to Everton.
Ooh.
I had to make it. I don't know. The Randolph things throw me off. I can't see us scoring 2 either. I don't care. I'm going for it. Right. It's 2-1 Everton. I'm scared. They're in good. They've done well this season. They've got a lot of good players. Their lineup is better than I thought they were going to be. They've got a lot of things going for them. I'm a bit concerned now with the Fabianski thing. But yeah, I don't know. There's something. I'm not convinced by saying 2-1 to Everton. But at the same time, I'm gonna stick with it because I'm a chicken, Ray. I'm scared. I'm a scaredy cat.
Are we allowed to add anyone to subs bench, or is that one of our subs just gone automatically?
I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember. Last time this happened was the Corona thing, but I can't remember. I do think you add someone to the subs bench, but I'm not certain.
Whether anyone's travelled as well, I suppose.
Yeah, because that's a good point. Usually people would travel, but obviously restrictions and that, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And we've got David Martin as our backup. Come on, the Martin.
Yeah, he'll probably just rock up on the bench, won't he? That'll probably be that. Ray, thank you very much for joining me. Will you be back at half-time?
I'll come and see you at half-time, have a chat, be excited because Antonio will be coming on for the second half. Come on.
Well, there we go. See you at half-time, Ray.
Bye, everyone.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Ray's gone, everyone. There he is. He's off. He's disappeared. Thank you all for joining. Ray's still waving to me. Bye, Ray. I can see him in the backstage. Bye, Ray. There we go. So, first of all, before I need to find my stream, let's just say hello one more time to the people in the chat. We have Abs the Dabs, Alan Robney's, Blend, Daisy, Dave, David Moyes, Dino Salami, Salmi. Sorry, sir. I do it quite often, don't I? Edward Denham, Fonda. What name? Ian Wilkins, James Gunn, Jeffrey Stelly, Jim Head Stebbins, Kai Havertz is here. Callis Sutherland, Leon, Max, Miz, Rainbow Unicorn, Riss, Rob, SKS, of course, Schmeagol, Vinny N, and Wally World. Hello, everyone. Kev the Up is also here. Ali Abdi. They're just James Gunn. Big boys and big bits. Hello, everyone. So there you go. That's the lineups. Now begins the painful process of Charlie trying to get his stream up while not breaking the stream that he's currently doing on the internet live for the people. Let's see if I can do that, shall we? So I'm going to mute that first because that is Ray's audio. There we go. Danilo Riviera, good question, sir. Where can you watch the game? There is a link in the description below for what is currently known as the Discord. Click it, and in there is a section called Stream Links. If you click on that, you're golden. You're good to go. You're going to have a whale of a time. There's multiple links in there. Thank you to Jim Stebbins, of course, Ginge, who is in the chat. Yeah. CW, what did you think of the Brody Lee tribute? Okay, so I said this before. Usually, right? Honestly, I don't get too... I don't struggle with celebrity deaths. They just tend to pass me by. Not pass me by, but I don't tend to worry too much about them. They just sort of... They come and go, right? Specifically, the Brody Lee one absolutely whacked me around the face massively. I don't know. I do know why. It was just a rough thing to do. And so watching that tribute the other day on Wednesday, yesterday, I guess, when I watched it, honestly, I teared up a little bit. I can't lie to you. I genuinely did. It was hella affecting. I think potentially because, I lost my dad early as well, and so seeing his son there was it was rough. It was rough. It was very good of them to do that. Very good of them to do. David Moyes, 2 gunslingers, Carlo and myself, trying to settle the age-old debate as to who is the greatest Everton manager of the 21st century. How dare you forget Roberto Martinez, David? How dare you? How dare you? But also fair. Also fair. I realised why you were having this argument on the show last time. Now I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but now I've put 2 and 2 together, and I've got 4, ladies and gentlemen. It is on BT as well. If you have the legal ways of watching it, it is on BT. If not, there is a link in the description below in the Discord. Stream links. Thank you, Jim. I'm currently watching one. Scenes. Fabianski got injured in the warm-up. Says rising football players, rising stars. Yes. It's scary, is it not? It's a concerning time to be alive. It is not something I wanted to see particularly. There we go. So, we are mere moments away on my stream. We're going to have a minute's silence first, which we will observe here as well. Yeah. Oh, it's not. It's a minute's applause. Fair play. I was a bit concerned there because my thing was muted, so I didn't hear. But yeah, my timer in the top corner will let you know where I am in the game. Will let you know exactly what's going on in my life. If you're asking, I will not be showing the match because, of course, sub bingo. Like I said, I'm thinking 45 minutes. Antonio's coming on. I'm just putting it out there. While we do this as well. If you want to, I can't stress this enough. If you wish to appear, hit me up in the DMs at ATopLad and we'll figure it out. I've got some plans. I was speaking to Gio about it earlier. Got some plans, got some movement, to do forward. West Ham Clips, ciao Bella, sir. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? How's things? Hello from Australia, says Mikhail. Good to see you, friend. Where is everyone from? This is something I haven't done in a while. Where is everyone watching from? Always the most hype moment of any stream is when everyone goes, yo, I'm watching from this location. Where are you watching from? Let me know. Where are you watching from? Let me know. Dan Randolph with a bit of grey in his beard. You do love to see it. You do love to see it. Despite everything else in that situation, you do love to see it. Getting ready with the timer for myself. As the players all take a knee. And we are underway. West Ham kickoff. It's West Ham versus Everton. It's Everton at home. It's a scary, scary fixture. People watching it from. Toronto says, Peach, back up in Canada. Good to see you, sir. David Moyes says, Goodison Park. Good to see you got it out. Are you watching it on your phone? One of the little VAR screens? How are you watching it, Dave? Let us know. Eric Holstead representing Sweden. Shout out Stockholm. Let's go. Don't know if you're in Stockholm. I've just said it. Chuck Ilford. Yes. Daisy Benidorm, Spain. Shout out. Vinny, I live in Göteborg, Sweden. That's how I'm going to pronounce that. Göteborg. Tell me if I got it right or wrong. I don't know how to pronounce umlauts. Greenville, North Carolina, US of mother freaking A, says Jeffrey Stelly. Shout out to Ric Flair as per usual. Raphael says Spain, New Jersey, says Ryan. MTB says Dorset. Gary says he's watching it from the living room. Good to see you, Gary. You watching on your TV? If so, hello. I'm probably bigger than if I was on a computer screen. Edward says, I want to appear, but talking ain't really my thing. That's fair enough, Edward. I totally understand that. It wasn't my thing for a long time either. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. Scott B says Brixton. Shout out to the academy. Been there. I've been there many times. My girlfriend works in Brixton. Well, not anymore, obviously. Well, she does still work at the place, but COVID and that. Ramas, I'm Indonesian. I'm watching from Indonesia. Scenes. Love that. Shout out to Indonesia. I don't know anything about Indonesia, to be honest with you. I probably recognise the flag if I saw it, but I don't know anything particularly about Indonesia. Edward, the West Midlands. Alan Pardew, I guess Alan Pardew is from England, but I have to say Czech Republic. Be careful, Alan. Thomas Suchek will be trying to get you into the team at some point if you carry on like that. Bridlington says Jack, King of Prussia, of course, Wally, my liege. Rob Snow's BRB. Shout out to the British. I suspect, I don't know where else that could be. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Algerian Voice says Singapore. Benrahma's getting his start today, Algerian Voice. How do you feel about that? Also, shout out to Singapore. Good Formula 1 race. Zimbabwe says Admiral. Zimbabwe. Burkhurst Hill says Calla. Calla, am I finally saying it correctly? I feel like I might be. Tell me. I feel like I might be. The disabled team says Bradford lol. The end of the Thames link, of course, Bradford. That's all I know about Bradford. Apart from their team has like an orangey style kit. Foshizi, thank God that Rayforce is gone. I mean, the thing is, he's still technically in the call, so he probably just heard me say that out loud, Foshizi, that you were frustrated, you were happy that Foshizi is gone. Just football says I live in Froome. Big up the Southwest. Big up the Southwest. I've got a lot of family in the Southwest. I've got a lot of family in the Southwest, so I respect that. I also said Froome correctly. That's how you know I understand the location. Have you heard that Ric Flair drip? I have. Have you got that Ric Flair drip? I don't got it. I don't think anyone has it. I think only he has it, but I have heard it. Dave Ben says Barcelona. Yo. What's the weather been like in Spain? I don't know what the weather's like in Spain in December. I went there once when I was a kid in like June, and it was unbelievably hot. Stavia Pra says Martig. Hello. Hanoi says Ed. Big Vietnam vibes. Some of my close friends are from Vietnam. That's how I know Hanoi. Bristol, West Ham Stronghold says John Bishop. Again, another Southwest. Big up, Alan. Barnett says Alan. I went to school in Finchley for a while, Alan. So very close. Used to get the 43 part of the way home. Just Barnet talk there, everyone. There's some Barnet chat for you. England says Fonda. From BRBR says Robert Snow. There we go. Here we go. Thank you, everyone. This always is an insane thing. It's always an insane thing. I think I did miss some of your sub bingos as well. If I did, pop them back in the chat. Like I say, I think 45 minutes Mikel Antonio is the obvious one. I do think that is the obvious one. I can't lie. I can't see anything but that being the case today. Feeling excited. Rama is playing. Makes sense. I mean, Ben Rama, it's just, I think I've been waiting for him to start. This is a great opportunity for him. I think Ray asked the question right earlier about the about if this is Haller's last chance sort of thing. Has he got 45 minutes to prove himself? I think David Moyes has already made his opinion up on Sebastian Haller. I think that's the way David Moyes plays. But this is a huge chance for Ben Rama. He's got to take his opportunities, and this is a good game for him, and a very exciting time for him. I really want him to do something today, because I think he's got all the ability, and if he does start, he could genuinely change this side if David Moyes includes him more. So hopefully we see it. That's the hope and dream anyway. That's the hope and dream. Insert lead judges. He's done it again. James not happy with one else early on from the game. NH Hammer says Manchester NH. US of A via Glasgow, Bolton, Hertford, and Leamington Spa. Mate, even if the bunch of places, Manchester NH. What's NH? NH is. It's not North Carolina. NH. What's NH? Someone NH. Do let me know, because I don't know. I'm trying to go through my geographical knowledge. I don't want to impress everyone, but I did get a geography B. I got a B in geography, GCSE. So I do have knowledge. Jesus Christ. Craig Dawson outstretched, trying to stop the ball, comes across, it almost dribbles into the bottom corner. Darren Randolph gets his hand to it. It's a good attack from Everton down the left. Ends up with Richarlison, plays it cross, and I mean, fair play. It was going wide as well, but Jesus Christ, that was a bit of a bum squeaker, a buttock clencher, as it were. Stress. Who was it? MTB said he's from the Southwest as well. Mate, lots of Southwest representation today. You gotta love to see that. You do love to see it. I've got family spread all across the Southwest. I've got family in many places. Many places. New Hampshire, NH. Thank you, everyone. That's what it is. That makes sense. Of course, New Hampshire, top right-hand corner of the States. He said, "Am I thinking of Vermont? I might be thinking of Vermont. Is New Hampshire close to Vermont? I don't know. To be fair, I always forget that flipping Washington, DC is on the right-hand side. And not on the top left where I think Washington, because I think Seattle, off the top of my head. New Hampshire, bloody hell. 4-0 to Everton, says Daniel B1 UK. That's a good point. What's everyone's score predictions? 60th minute says Wally as well for Antonio. I think Antonio is going to come up at some point, but yeah. What's everyone's score predictions? Where are you watching it? Says Chuck. I am watching it from a link. I am watching it on BT Sport for a start. No one can prove otherwise. But if I wasn't watching it on BT Sport, in the Discord, link below, there's a section called Stream Links, in which you could watch it from there if you wished. Hello, brother from India, says SLC Gamer. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Shout out to India. Shout out to shout out to all of Asia. I'm just going to big up all of the continent of Asia. You know, it's a big continent, got a lot of good things going for it. Shout out. Good ball in. Ogbono with an interesting jump to get the header away. It was effective though, and that's the important thing. It was effective. Live free or die is the New Hampshire state slogan. Good luck. Got a lot of good state slogan. I had the conversation with Big John Nolan, host of course of Friday Night Likes, co-host. Sorry, Wally, co-host. About borough slogans before. There's some excellent borough slogans. Some to do with God. Some are just like, "Yo, we move." And it's not exactly those words, but so to that effect. They're very good. You should have a look at them. Right, score predictions. Rob Hart says 2-1 to Everton. Jeffrey Stelly 2-1 Everton. James Gunn 2-1 Everton. Finley Collette, I can see another draw to be honest. Okay. Jack Walker 3-2 to West Ham. Wally 3-1 the other guys. Good film. Rebecca Ray says 3-2 to West Ham. Neil B says 2-2. Yosa says, I suspect something that means 2-1 to Everton. I don't know, but I suspect so. Peach says 3-0 to West Ham. Good confidence from Peach. Love that. Alan Pardew, easy win for the referee. 1-0 to the referees against VAR. That might be the boldest prediction, Alan, out of everyone. I can't lie to you. Lots of 2-1s in there. Dave Ben 3-1. Peach says Charlie's dump. Thank you, Pete. Coming from you, that means more. That comes a lot. It means a lot coming from you, sir. Of course, I say this every time Peach comments, is because Bernard makes good progression down the left-hand side, but West Ham just smother it out. I always say this every time Peach comments, but if you don't watch Peach's videos on the forum channel, definitely go do that. They bang every single time. He's a good lad. Neil says Mike Evans. There's a lot of 2-1s to Everton, which I saw at the beginning there, which is my thoughts on the issue, although I'm not undecided on that matter. But that's the one I've stuck with just for posterity. For posterity. I don't know. I can't pronounce the word. Where is the link for the stream? Says Cormac Hogan, my friend. There is a Discord link below. Click on that. There's a thing called Stream Links. You have options in there. There's like 5 different links in there. Have a look. One of them will work for you. One of them you work, and hey, subscribe and like while you're here. Why not? You know what I mean? Subscribe and like while you're there. Why not? Jeffrey Stelly, in the words of my mother-in-law, my team needs more people to be scorers. Let's do that. Shout out to Mrs. Stelly. I mean, it wouldn't be Stelly, probably, would it? But shout out to Mrs. Stelly. You know, she's good knowledge. My mum does that as well. She does this thing where she's like, she'll watch it and she gets into football, but she definitely hams it up for the sake of like, oh, I'm watching a game with Charlie that Charlie likes, whatever. So there'll be a lot of oh when nothing really happens. But I respect it. Nevertheless, I respect it. 5-1 Irons, says Riaz. That's a big bold prediction. Alan says 2-1 West Ham. Okay. Do you know what? It's actually fairly mixed. I think originally it was very like, it was a bit heavy on the 2-1s to Everton, which was my vibe as well. But since then, it's come round. Plot twist, says Alan Pardew. David Moyes actually prefers Darren Randolph over Fabianski. Who's older out of the two? Probably Fabianski by a little bit. He prefers Fabianski, doesn't he? What goes in goal if Randolph goes down? It's a good question, AH. I don't know if you can you replace, here's the question for everyone. Can you replace a substitute if the person gets injured in the warm-up? Do you get an extra sub, an extra person on the bench? If so, it'll probably be David Martin, won't it? If he's come, I don't know. I don't know. And apologies saying Cormac in the description. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it. Something else someone said somewhere. Where was it? It was something I needed to answer. That was it. XNV is how I'm going to pronounce that. XNV clips is how I'm going to pronounce that. Why can't we watch the actual game? Basically, because the law will come and kill me. The Premier League are incredible. Most football federations are quite. Most football organisations and associations are very tight on this sort of stuff now. But the Premier League especially are incredibly cutthroat when it comes to any clips of any football whatsoever. They get real antsy about it. So even, I mean, there's been instances where you even have a screenshot from a match which they will cut you down for. They will. I know there's been other channels, for example, who you could just hear in the background someone's TV they were watching when doing a watch along. Just the audio, they hit them with a copyright strike for. And so we just can't do it. Unfortunately, we just can't do it. Which is why I say in the link in the description below in the Discord, there are links for it. But yeah, it's rough. So we just can't risk it. So the truth is we just can't risk it. How's Bowen playing? Says Anthra. Fine. He is fine. Like he's not doing anything insane. He had an opportunity at a shot. I think struck it a bit early. I think that's one of my things with Bowen in general is he strikes very early. He tends to, once he gets the ball, it's very direct, and I'm not complaining about that. I think that's a decent thing we need, especially in a David Moyes side. I do think that's something we sort of need. But he does cut it and go for it, and go for goal. Which is kind of why I want to see Ben Rama get in the team and succeed more, because I think he could have a similar effect in that sense. But yeah, it's a struggle. I think he could probably serve to not do that so often. But at the same time, that's what he's there to do, so I can't complain too much about it. Can't complain. And there was lots of big comments from David Moyes in the week about him, wasn't there? Saying stuff like, oh, he's a future international and all this other sort of stuff. So he's clearly liked, he's clearly respected, and so what he's doing works in terms of David Moyes and the football. You know what I mean? Whether I disagree with it or not. How is Ben Rama? I want him to get on the ball more. That's not a criticism of him. That's just a criticism of how the game's going. I want to see him. He's in a difficult position because we attack down the wings almost primarily and almost exclusively at times. And so playing in the centre, he sort of got a bit of a free role to sort of roam around. But it's gonna be me. That's Backstreet Boys for you. No, not that. He's gonna have a tough time getting in the game. But once he's on the ball, I want to see him really affect the game. So not much yet, but we'll see. Clips. If Charlie shows the match, then Big Susan will slap him up, mate. She'll come over my yard and she'll plat me down, bruv. She'll plat me down. Does it matter if the account was registered in Scotland? Nah, fam. She knows. She runs Google. Well, she runs YouTube, but she's got mates at Google, and they'll come figure it out. They'll rock up and they'll black me, bruv. Right in the face. Quick pals. Caclow. You know what I mean? Never said caclow before. We'll probably never do that again. But caclow. So I'm seeing a big E5 count. Exactly. I'm seeing lots of people talking about Dawson being down. I've seen him just fall over there actually on the screen. So he's just gone down on my screen. The sniper has struck again. Big blaps. Kapow! 360 no scope. Just looking at Dawson's butt. That's what I was doing there. Just looking at Dawson's butt. So we're seeing a replay of Richarlison and Cresswell. Not sure why. Richarlison pulled up from it. Okay. Dawson down's not a good thing whatsoever. Dawson down is not a good thing. So he mishits the pass and then he just pulls up. He must have pulled something. I didn't see it properly, but he must have pulled something. Wally World with a big, I'm calling a 17th minute sub. It's a bold play, Wally. It's a bold play. What do you think about Balbuena bench? Yeah, we got Balbuena on the bench and Issa Diop. If we're honest, Balbuena is going to come on before Diop, which is a disgrace. But there we go. Let's look at it again. I honestly don't know what happened, and I can't hear the commentary, so I can't hear what they say. And I'm not very good at identifying injuries, even though I did do GCSE PE, so I should have some sort of idea on some physical front, sports science, endomorph, ectomorph, all that sort of stuff. But I can't lie to you, I'm lost on it. So we'll see. But he must have pulled a muscle or something, just a twinge, you know. You hate to see it. It's happened to me many a time. I ruptured my calf once. Here's a story I shouldn't tell, just because it just makes me look quite pathetic. But back when I was working in an office, I ruptured my calf because I was severely dehydrated because I hadn't drunk anything for like a day. Just because I was so busy, I just hadn't had the time to drink anything. And I was I never took the lifts up to the second floor where I worked. I always used to walk upstairs, and I basically was power walking upstairs and ruptured my calf completely. And now it's just very weak. My right calf is just very weak, and so every so often, I'll just rupture it when I haven't drunk enough or something again. It's pain, so it can happen. It's just a little twinge. Now he's a professional athlete, and not me, and not me being an accountant. But there you go. There you go. So he's just got up now. He seems to be walking okay. He's walking over to the side. So whether he comes back on, maybe it's one of those situations where he comes back on just to test it for a bit and then sees what you can do. Sees what you can do, you know. Free Neil says GG, Richie and Calvert-Lewin too. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I don't think that's probably Well, we'll see. England till I die. Man City fan here, but West Ham's my London club. Welcome, England till I die. Good to see you. Fans of any team are welcome here. Fans of any team are welcome. Dawson has come back on. He seems to be moving all right. He doesn't seem to even be doing that thing. You know when they run back on and they start to sort of test their leg a little bit, doing a little bit of a shake and that. None of that even. Just straight back on. Straight back on. This is not a bunga moment, says Foshizi. Bunga. It's not a bunga. It is not. It was the opposite of a bunga. A Regnub. It didn't work, but I've done it now. Unfortunately for Wally, who did try to cheat, which he is allowed to, as he said, he is the king, he is the liege around here. It didn't work. Dawson's back, unbeatable, unbreakable. You know, Craig Dawson. He's the immovable object. You know, styling, profiling, wheeling, dealing, Watford centre-back, son of a gun. You know? He's embarrassed by the menace. It's a bruised pride injury. Yeah, from the miscue. That makes sense, NH. That makes sense. Happy New Year to everyone, by the way. I think I said at the beginning, but if I didn't, Happy New Year to everyone. Good to see you all joining me for the first match of the new year, first match of 2021. Big year. Hopefully we can get done with this lockdown, get back to games. I don't know what's going to happen when we get back to games. I'll probably still carry on doing these. I can't lie to you, but I don't really know yet. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out when we get there. But good to see you all. Good to see you all in a 2021. We made it. Have we had a shot yet, says Alan? Yes, but it was the one from the one I can remember is the one from Bowen, who just sort of snapped at it. Now impressive. Callum Angelo, I assume, is what you would like me to pronounce your name. Says 1-0 West Ham Ben Rama. If you were trying to spoil it, it's a big L from you. But if it was a prediction, then I'd love to see it. I can't act like I wouldn't love to see it. Corner from Everton, and it's headed over from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He had two people blocking him. Calvert-Lewin, I'll tell you what, he's done bits, hasn't he? Really. There was a time I remember having a conversation with Gio about him about 18 months ago, and he was so anti Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and I was like, I think he's got it. I do genuinely think he had it. She was like, no, he's rubbish. And I'm like, I know what you mean. Because this was when they were sort of playing when he didn't feel like he was quite at the right level for it. And I think you could back that. You would have said it wasn't the right level. But this shows what happens if you persist with young players. eventually they can come good. You've just got to keep at it, let them grow into the role, sort of thing. And they kept the faith with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and it's paid off because he's been rather good, hasn't he? He's been rather good. Bowen on the ball, looking to try and get forward. We're playing very deep, is what I would say. I mean, it's not surprising. It's West Ham away, but we are playing very deep. We've won a throw in. It's frustrating because we don't really have a huge amount of pace. We have people who commit to get forward. For example, Bowen and Fornals. Fornals for all his misses he does get forward. He does sprint as fast as he can to get forward. Fair play to him. He does have to work rate in that sense. But it's frustrating when we're playing so deep that we can't just ping a ball out to some pacey boys to really turn the screw. As we try to do our one trick, which is get the ball to Kufal to cross it in, and now we've won a corner. Moyes, it's what we do. It's what we do. Pastrami or Serrano, says Eric Holstead. I have no idea what either of those things are. Isn't Serrano like a drink, an alcohol? I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know, but it sounds like it could be an alcohol. That's my guess. I think it is Serrano. Sounds like that, doesn't it? Sounds like one at least, if not. Corner, Bowen plays it in. Header. Ooh. My BT Sport television screen is very pixely, so that looked a lot closer than it was. Jeffrey, we could have signed Bernard for free. We opted to pay 20 million instead for Yarmolenko, says Foshizi. Yeah. We say these things. Jeffrey, Gio admitted this morning that he was wrong about Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, I mean, he's admitted it. Don't get me wrong. We've had conversations about it. He'll never say that I called it. I haven't watched the video from this morning, but he'll never say I called it. Like he won't with other things I've called, but at the same time, he has admitted it before. GG, well, you can always buy Bernard for us off us now for 20 million. You're good, my friend. As much as I would like Bernard as a footballer, I don't think 20 mil is fair. Edward, he's just retracted. He just redacted his message. I was going to read it out, but I can't see it now. Let's have a look. We could have had Kante for 500 grand as well. Yeah, that was wrong. Is Ham? Is it Ham? Is Serrano Ham? Is Serrano? Is it really Ham? I've got ham in the fridge. Do I need to eat the ham? I think the ham might be going out of date today. I don't know. I need to double check that. Is Serrano Ham? If anything, pastrami's like a meat thing. I do know that. Wait, pastrami. I said the word pastrami out loud. Yes. No, I do know that. That's a meat thing. I don't know. I like ham. Let's go with... Screw it. Let's go with... Bring out the ham. It's just sliced ham. It's not exciting ham. You know what I mean? It's just ham you buy from... You know when you get like 10 slices for £1? It's that sort of ham. It's that sort of ham. Cheap ham. I'm just trying to think. Did I open the ham yesterday? Or did I open the ham the day before? Because if I opened it yesterday and need to eat it today, if I opened it the day before, then I can't eat it. But I do want to eat it. I do like ham. I might bring out the ham at some point. That might be a thing I do. We'll see. Fireworks. Jeffrey, Charlie, let's discuss this. How during the congestion of games, there's not been a single youth debut or bench inclusion. Ben Johnson doesn't count. He's been in and out of squad for 2 years now. I think that's a fair point. As Foshizi just said, under 23 is isolated due to COVID outbreak, bro, which is fair. But what I would say is this, and it's something I said on a watch along or a preview or 2 spanners or something. You do so many shows, you just forget where you say things. But I think there was an argument to be made to just pick someone out, even if it was from the under 21s or the under 20s or the under 18s or whatever, to be a backup striker on the bench a couple of games when we didn't have anyone. I think that was a mistake. I mean, we're past it now, so there's no point bringing it up again. But I do think there is something here. I think there's something there. And honestly, to speak to Jeffrey's point a bit more, despite the exclusion, I do think it's one of my criticisms with David Moyes is sometimes he says stuff and doesn't necessarily... He says one thing and his actions say other things. So, for example, I love small squads. They mean I can include youth players more. You've barely included any, my friend. You know, it's one of the many things. It's one of the few things he said where I'm just like, you're just lying. You're just lying. And I'm not even talking about really recently. I'm talking about like just in general. I think he's had the problem with that. Moyes can't afford to risk youth because he has 6 months left on his contract, no security. I agree with that. I do agree with that. And I do, as much as I want to criticise him for it, and I will, because I'm me, I do sort of begrudgingly Dominic Calvert-Lewin with a good run there. It's not really gone to anywhere. He pulled it back for Bernard. It's a smart idea. Didn't quite work out from Everton. It's a smart idea, but didn't quite work out. I do see his plight in that sense. You know, I do not forgive him. What's the word? Have sympathy. I do have sympathy for him. I do think it's a difficult situation for him to have to try and. Well, he's got to play it game by game. Now, I think he's got a little bit more security now. And I think, especially in this second half of the season, if his goals were essentially... Well, I don't know what his goals this season would be. You know, I think last season his goal would have been just keep West Ham up. But I don't know if that would be his goal again this season. I don't think the board or him or anyone at the club would have a lack of ambition enough to say your goal is to stay in the Premier League. Because I think that's... If I'm being honest, I think that's below the squad we've got. It's maybe braggadocious to say, but I do think that is below the squad we've got. But at the same time, if it's let's say that is his sort of goal, then we're safe. You know, we've got our second half of the season. Show that you want to include youth. You know, like I say, actions speak louder than words. Get involved in that. That's frustrating. Haller bullied off the ball there. Frustrating. I hate how predictable we are. I really do. It's so frustrating. Everton on the attack. It's good. It's well snuffed out by Thomas Souček there. And Ben Rama getting back. Ben Rama, Haller, Fornals. Oh, triangles. Very small, clumsy triangles, but they're triangles nevertheless. It's like Pep Guardiola just loving life. Bowen in. Haller pulls it back. Ben Rama tries to pull off a shot. Can't. Cresswell hits it. Cresswell does love a shot from that sort of angle, doesn't he? He does love a shot from that sort of angle. Bowen out on the right, played it across. Haller controls it, tries to pull it off to Ben Rama. I think he wanted to pull the trigger, but couldn't see his space. And Cresswell, again, was it a shot? Yeah, it must have been. There's too much pace on that. But Bowen was at the far post. You'd maybe think a dink across to him would have been a better option. CW, I'm living in the future today by 1 minute. Yeah, I'm watching BT Sport very legally on my TV and the stream as well. So I suspected I would be quite behind. Usually more so than most. Because I'm not even watching it on Sky Sports on my phone. I'm watching it on BT Sports legally. Jeffrey Steady. I would make the argument that Ben Johnson is the poorest youth player we've promoted in the last 4 years, which does say that our youth program does promote several quality players. I don't know. I'm trying to think what you include as being promoted. What would be the cutoff of being promoted? Like, how many games would someone have to play before when you would consider them promoted? Fireworks. Before you would consider them promoted, you know? Because I do think there's others that have come up where I'm just like, he's probably out of the ones that have got more having a first Premier League start. I'd have to think about that, but it's an interesting point you've made. He says, no, I don't mean to be harsh on Ben. I'm saying that's because we promote some really good players. We have recently, to be fair. I'd have to look into that. It's an interesting idea. I'd have to think about it. My brain's all of a sudden forgetting every single player ever. I'm forgetting every single player. CB, my bro. Good to see you, fam. I hurt my chest. I don't know why I did that. Just getting in. How are we doing? I think Everton have been the better team. I don't think either team have gone gangbusters yet. Everton have been mostly in control. We've sat very deep. We're playing a sort of 4-4-1-1 with Ben Rama behind Haller. But it does end up being a 4-4-1-0-0-1 quite often because the team is so deep that it's sort of Haller by himself around and then Ben Rama trying to get in and around him. But I don't think we've necessarily been bad. I think we've defended relatively well. Everton are looking for that killer pass through the middle and just can't quite find it yet. But we're sort of doing our usual thing, playing out wide, trying to get the crosses in. It's not quite working. But it's exactly what you'd expect. It's exactly what you would expect. Are we parking the bus? We're parking near the minivan, maybe. You know, not quite bus yet, but it's close. Reminisce live stream link. Sir, there is Discord link below. Click on that. There's a place called Stream Links. You have 5 options in there. Attempted shot stats just come up: 2 for Everton, 3 for West Ham. None on target from either teams. Says a lot. Time to put the oven on for half-time pizza, says Arthur Gatwood. Arthur, what pizza are you having? Now we're in Charlie Walsh territory. What pizza are you having, sir? I need to know. I'm interested. Now we're talking. Why can't you show us the game, says George? Because Big Susan from YouTube will come and slap me up something real. She'll ban the channel. She'll just delete the channel. We'll get copyright striked and then the channel will be gone. And we do a lot more than just the game. So it's a bad idea, unfortunately. There is a link below. Discord, click on that. There's links to go and watch the game in Stream Links. But yeah, YouTube get very angry about that sort of stuff and will come and beat us up. Fully loaded pepperoni, says Arthur. Big plays. I respect that. Parking the RV, Breaking Bad, says Peach. Exactly. Not quite it's not quite a bus, but there's certainly a larger than average motor vehicle in the way, you know? Would you null and void the season if Dominic Calvert-Lewin didn't score again and Gio was proven right? No, I just wouldn't admit it. To him. He doesn't watch these. Occasionally he'll pop in and say something, but he doesn't watch. He'll never see this specific moment. You know what I mean? So he'll never know I've said this. So I'll just ignore him forever. Everton player goes down in the scramble there as my BT Sport cuts out. Is Antonio back yet, says Dara Brown? He is. He's on the bench. George, I don't like pepperoni. George, what would you have on a pizza? I have interest. What is your predicted scoreline, says Mohan? I said 2-1 to Everton was my original guess. 2-1. Whether or not that goes ahead or not, I don't know. But it was 2-1 to Everton was my idea. It is. I need to just hang on. Yes, it is. Okay, that's fine. There we go. I'm actually now further ahead than I was. So scenes. I need to change this. Where we are? That's wrong. There we go. No, that's accurate. Because when I reloaded, when I turned my television on and off for BT, it clicked forward ahead. Let's see it. Margarita. You know, it's a classic. I can't beat you up for it, George. I respect that. I do. I'm a margarita man as well. My first choice, and this is something that always throws people off, is a margarita, but I put sweet corn on it. People don't like that, and I'm telling you, sweet corn on top of a margarita is a big play. It's a big play, especially you want to get the super sweet corn from Morrison's, the frozen lot. You just sprinkle it on a bit. Oof, beautiful stuff. Are you watching the game? Yes, I am. It is on my TV, my BT Sport subscription, and definitely not on one of the links from the Discord. It's underneath my camera. Let's get 100 likes, says everyone, says Dara Brown. Thank you, Dara. 100 likes would be big. We've hit 100 likes a couple of times. That would be big for us. I can't lie to you. I cannot lie to you. Good ball out, Ben Rama with the control. He's absolutely bullied off the ball there. Yerry Mina and whoever else was the other player, I think it was Ben Godfrey, just surrounding him. No options whatsoever. It's difficult. I can't lie to you. When we've got part of the problem with having such slow wide players is that when you want to get the ball forward in a quick fashion when you're playing so deep, and it's not slow wide players, just a slow team in general. You're on 69 likes a minute ago. Nice. Part of the problem with having such a slow line in general when you're playing this deep is when you want to hit the counter attack like that, you can find a player as good as Benrahma in as much space as he wants, but they're the only person there, and so all of a sudden you're going to be crowded out by 2-3 players like Benrahma just was, and it's frustrating because you need a little bit of magic. Now Benrahma's capable of it. There's a couple of players capable of it, but it's not useful, is it? It's not useful at all. Ant Shepherd, what's the Discord link? Top. It's in the description below. Top link. In fact, I'll tell you what. I will find it. For you now. The scoreline will break for a second. I apologize. Just give me a minute. And then I'll just lob that. There you go. That's not going to work because I've copied and pasted it. Top link in the description below. It says our Discord. Click on that. I can't get it to work for some reason. We'll just have to deal with that. Oh, Ed, all things Leeds. Hello, sir. Happy New Year. Hope you're well. How are you doing? I'm all right. I can't lie. Having some issues with my BT Sport stuff today, but apart from that, we're all good here. How are you? How's things in the northern part of the country? Yeah, I tried to copy and paste the link, but for some reason it just wouldn't work for me. But the link is in there. It does work. It does go to the Discord. There's a bit called Streamlinks. Click on that. There's some options in there for you. We're on 87 likes now from 69. Thank you, Mohan. I appreciate the update. Like you said, lob some likes in there, people. If we hit 100 is insane. Like says Smeet. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Something I don't do. Tom used to do that. Tom used to be the person who'd ask for likes. I just don't. It just doesn't flow naturally from me. So I forget a lot of the time. But if we hit 100, that would be hype. And I did say at 150, I would go and buy new headphones, which I think we're safe from. But at the same time, we'll see what happens. I mean, realistically, it would have to be a donation thing, but we'll see what happens. I'm very poor, and these headphones were very expensive. I've put them plugged in. I'm not even listening. I could just wear different headphones today. I can't be asked. That involves bending over. And picking headphones up. What do I look like? A fool. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. What I'm going to do, the time's going to break just for a second while I check something. As I refresh the back end of the stream, just to make sure everything's okay. It is. It says we're on 99 likes. Thank you, everyone. 99. Big plays. Let's then go to here and click on that one. When it's on BT or the Premier League, when it's only on BT actually, the matches, it's very difficult to have everything run out at once. Very difficult. 100 likes, says everyone. Thank you so much. Seeds, thank you. We don't hear the watch alongs don't hit 100 very often, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. I genuinely do. 150 for the new headset. That is what I said, and I will have to stick to it because I've made a promise. Benrahma in a good position. Tries to wriggle out. Can't quite do anything. Decore does well, to be fair. Thank you, everyone. Do appreciate it. 100 is what I aim for. 100 is the aim on every watch along. And if we hit that, hey, we'll get bigger. The thing is, 150 would be great, but I would then have to spend a lot of money, and I don't have that money. But at the same time, if I would stick to my word, because I'm a man of my word, but at the same time, that's a lot of money. But I doubt we'll hit 100. 150 is too big. 150 is way too big. If Benrahma scores, you'll hit 200 likes. That's probably true. That's probably true. We will get the Algerian faithful will come through with the big like spike, which you've got to appreciate, because Algeria and Ben Rama, they do love their Ben Rama. So do I, to be fair. So do I. Charlie, I just went to say how thankful I am for you continuing with the watch alongs without Tom, and how much we all appreciate. Thank you, Jeffrey. I tell you what, it's difficult. It's a little bit difficult, but I really like doing them, and so did Tom. And they were genuinely one of my favourite things to do. They were probably my favourite thing to do in West Ham, in the West Ham world. So once it was a case for Pablo Fornals with a rash challenge with Bernard there. It was just clumsy foot down the thing. Yeah, I always really loved doing them. So once Tom left, I was going to carry on. I've got some ideas of how to carry him on, what to do with them. Like I said, Gio sort of briefly teased them, and if you wish to be involved in that, then do DM me at atoplad on Twitter. We'll figure it out. We'll sort that out. But yeah, thank you, Jeffrey. That means a lot. Thank you. West Ham clips. Just get it to 149. Exactly. Get it to 149, and then we are good. Good. We are good. Oh, don't get me wrong, David Moyes. I want the headphones. It's just a case of the money. Which again, I it's I just moved into a flat. There's a lot of expenses going around. You know it's like. 149 would be perfect. 150 and I will do it. I will do it. I would need proof of it being 150, but I would do it. Probably wouldn't be here for the next stream, but I would do it. Because I do need new headphones. Because again, I can't stress. Look, they've got. Here we go. Hang on, it's this way. You've got gaffer tape, masking tape type thing here, gaffer tape. Then you've got craft knitting tape here as well. Because they are so. But there's been super glue on these. I mean, they have gone through it. They have gone through it. Tebow, good to see you, sir. Happy New Year. Hope you're well. Corner for Everton. Bernard hits it. Ooh, Randolph with the save. That was close. That was dangerously close. It was a good hit from Bernard. Came in. It was headed away, I think, actually, by Yerry Mina in the end. He chested it. And to be fair to him, that's a great piece of improvisation. It's slightly too far away from me. He still hits it as his foot slides from underneath him on a wet Goodison Park pitch. And he produces a good save from Randolph. Second corner. Something. What can it be described as a miscue from Decore? But it's gone out. It's a goal kick now. Brief. So Ray will be back in just a moment, everyone. Ray will be back in just a moment. Once the halftime thing hits, I'll change across and get him on. It's been a rough half of football. Not the greatest one you've ever seen in your life. 110 likes now. Jesus Christ, we're getting dangerously close. It's been a rough half of football. Not the slow-mo. The slow-mo. You love to see it. It's one of my favourite slow-mos you can get. 110. 40 more people are saying, bruv, what headphones would I get? It's a thing. There's options. The thing is, right, is I use them for everything. This is why they're expensive, because I use them for everything. These ones are surround sound. These ones are surround sound headphones, right? 5.1, because I use them for like my game stuff. I use them for my computer, for my editing, everything, for my job, literally everything. The only thing I don't use them for is walking out and about. But so this I haven't entirely thought through it, but probably a replacement for these. These were, for context, these were like, what were they? Like £250, I think, £250, with the surround sound stuff included. So we'll see, but it's a lot. We're getting dangerously close now. Chucky, you creating new accounts? Yeah, I know, right? Flipping out. Got decent players. I think we're more attacking by the manager's way, but Moyes isn't that bad though, says Ed. I do think you have a better manager. I've said this to you, Ed, personally, but I flipping love Bielsa. Not top 3 managers in the world, but I do love him. Yeah, that is a difference in thing. That is the main difference, isn't it? And the halftime whistle goes. It's West Ham United 0, Everton 0. Like I said, in a moment we'll be having Ray Bourne will reappear on your screens. I'm just figuring out the technology behind the scenes to make that happen. Aaron Cresswell, I think, having a big conversation. 117. Okay, well, this is getting dangerously close. This is getting dangerously close now. To me having to buy new things. You can now hear Ray, and you can now see Ray. There we go.
Ray, I gave it a like as well. Come on, get the 150 on there.
Can you not? 149 golden. 150. I'm having to have a conversation with my girlfriend. So, Ray, what did you think? Half of football.
That was a boring first half, wasn't it?
It was.
A couple of things that worry me. Cresswell playing left back. A couple of times he got shown up. A little bit worried with the left back situation. And Haller. I got so frustrated with 1 point with Haller. Like, he got the ball in midfield. He got it to play it forward. He's just started jogging forward. Weren't even making an effort to get. If I'm a striker, I want to ball it up there to get up there to get onto the flick on or pass on. He was just jogging back. I don't know what he was doing. Peed me off.
Yeah. I always tend to. I don't know. It's so difficult to think. It's so difficult to play in a formation where you're completely isolated like that at times. I mean, we were so deep at times that he really was like alone. That was and it's frustrating because it's like he needs to, when he's in those positions where he has the opportunities, he needs to be able to sort of step it up a little bit and just be as completely and utterly safe as you need him to be, sort of thing. And in that kind of scenario, there are one or two opportunities where you're just like, but I don't get. Yeah, it's. I mean, it is.
I was frustrated. I'm sure a lot of fans were.
It was a frustrating half. It was exactly what we expected. They were incredibly deep, sitting with very, very. How do I word this? It was a very conservative setup that was made to counterattack, and then you punt it to the counterattack, and it's like Haller and Benrahma and no one else, and it's like, and even Benrahma's not there a lot of time because he's having to be deep, and it's very much 0-0 territory in terms of formation from us, and it's frustrating. Like the one I mentioned on the stream, which was very symptomatic of the game, was when we punted it long and Benrahma did well to get on the end of it and control it down, and he was instantly smothered out by two Everton defenders because there's no one else in the half that they can basically just commit all of their men to just come down with a force of 1,000 suns on Benrahma and go, no, you cannot play football. And it's frustrating to watch because you're like, we have the players on the pitch to do something a bit more with it, but we're in a situation where, well, we just can't. We just can't because what else can you do? Like we're playing so deep that you can't hit the ball out and do anything with it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was frustrating.
Frustrating is the word. Frustrating.
Do you know what was its most exciting thing in that first half?
Go on.
I had a pepperoni pizza, and I heard you talking about pizza in chat.
Pizza talk. Pepperoni pizza talk to me. What are you saying? Which one was it? Was it frozen? Was it chilled?
Yeah, it was a frozen one. It was on sale from Tesco's.
Okay. So
I got a bit of a bargain.
Oh.
It was nice. Bit of barbecue sauce on top. Diet starts tomorrow, not today.
always. January 1st, don't know what you're talking about, mate. Tomorrow. So January 2nd is legendarily when the year starts for me. Legendarily where the year starts for me.
So what do you reckon he's going to do the second half? Do you reckon he's going to do the same thing? Or
here's something, right? I think someone else said it in the chat earlier. I do think there is going to be a sub. B, I do think it will be Mikel Antonio. But someone else said this in the chat, and I'm just seeing actually Jim Stebbins has said a form of it. Jim Stebbins says, I say 4 nows off for Antonio, 4-4-2. And he references James Gunn, who says, must have said something else above. But, hear me out. Actually, do you know what? Benrahma out on the left, 4 nows off, Mikel Antonio 1, Mikel in that role just behind Haller. Maybe. I don't know. The thing is, realistically, it's going to be Haller. It's going to be for Mikel Antonio. That's going to be the case, right? But I don't know. What do you think?
Probably I won't make any change at half time. It will say a lot to Haller if he gets subbed off at half time. Even though I don't think he's done anything, and he probably deserves to be subbed.
Yeah.
But it says a lot about his future, and it's got to go if that is the case. January transfer window and everything now. But I think 60th minute, if it stays like this, we've got to bring on Antonio on the 60th. I don't want to see 45 minutes from Antonio yet. I want to see another sub on a 60, give him that extra time. It's winter. Last time he came on as a sub, he had to do a really big warm up first. Because they were worried about his injury.
Yeah,
it's a cold night in Liverpool, so not Tuesday though.
It's not. It's true. It's Friday.
Yeah.
In the words of Rebecca Black, it's Friday. It's Friday. Got to warm up on Friday. There is currently over 200 of you in here right now. Thank you. So thank you very much for like I said before.
Hit the like.
Subscribe if you're new around here. It's 224 of you currently. Subscribe if you're new around here. Hit the like, but only if it's up until 148. Then one more person can touch it. It's 149, but then no one else touch it. Do not hit 150. If we hit 150, I'm in trouble. I have to. I don't know. I'll just be in trouble, but that'll be the thing. But yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you very much for joining me. I can't. How do you change this, Ray? How do you change it up? What do you feel like we need to do in this second half? How do we take it to Everton? You know Everton fans. You live amongst the.
Charlie. Sorry, I was just going on to see how many likes we've got. 147.
Yeah, I can see it happening live, Ray. I've got the screen up concurrently. 148, excellent. Right. How do we turn? Let's just start talking and distract him. How do we turn this round?
The way we've got to turn this round is just by hitting that likes button just down there.
Don't refresh your page, Ray. Whatever you do.
159! Come on! 160, come on! Hit the 200 and you definitely will have to buy one then.
I've got to message someone to let them know. God damn it. How do we...
If there's a kitty in the page.
Yeah. Now I've got
less biscuits this month.
Yeah, less biscuits this month. Now I've got to encourage the donations quick. I need money. Yeah. How do we turn this right now? Oh my god. First of all, thank you.
Come on.
Oh my. First of all, thank you everyone. I appreciate it. Ray appreciates it for his role here. Everyone else appreciates it. At the same time, my god.
Do you know what I don't like about that? There was 9 dislikes. Someone actually undisliked it to like it. Just on the back.
Whoever that was, I appreciate it most. Aravinda Gill says, is this a live stream of the match? This isn't, but there is a thing in the description below, Discord. If you click on it, there's a bit called Stream Links. If you click on there, then you will see what you're looking for.
Oh, we're getting closer.
So, Ray, how do we turn this round?
We've got to make some changes, but I don't want to see any changes till the 60th minute. I want to see how we go for the first 10 minutes. I want to see how many more likes we get on this page.
I'm not keen on that part of it specifically, but
it's not only did we get to 150, we smashed 150. It's the road to 200 now. Come on.
It's the road to 200. We're almost at the road to WrestleMania, and the road to 200 has begun.
Are you looking for the Rumble this year?
I'll watch it, yeah. Listen, I watch it every year. The Royal Rumble's the best thing in a year, innit? Let's be real about it.
24 to go. Come on, relax.
The changes do need to happen. You're right. There needs to be changes. We need to see I don't even know. Like I said, Antonio, I think, is the obvious one. I think Lanzini coming on is a big one. I think that could be super useful. Ben Cargill says Lanzini for Fornals. I think the problem with taking off Fornals is he just brings that defensive work rate. That's what Moyes sees in him. That's why he plays him all the time, right? He just picks up the defensive work rate, right? Feel free. And it's difficult to say he's to bring him off in general because of that, but seeing Moyes taking him off because of it. But I think Lanzini could be good. I think anyone who's got, I don't know, Lanzini. We got Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko can do things in his team. I think it's just a case of how do we put them on the back foot. That's what I want to see us do. Because right now they are firmly on the front foot the entire time. How can we change that from being us on the defensive to us on the performative and them having to go, right, we need to sit back a bit. Because if they sit back a bit, then that allows all of our attacking players a bit more time on the ball, extra touches here and there, which is ultimately what we need to do, right? So what do? I think you bring on, Antonio is the first port of call, because I think that instantly gives them pause for thought, whether that's for Haller or someone else. I would like to see it be someone else, because again, I really do want to see them two up front together. I think that could be huge, but at the same time, I don't know what else you do. If it's just that and maybe change the formation, or I think you keep Ben Rahm on, because I think taking him off would be harsh, but at the same time, I just realistically don't see Fornals coming off. I don't know.
No, he's kind of like that safety net for you in that defensive role, so I can understand. I really want, before we give a 100% saying, look, Ale, you're not good enough, I want to see Lanzini, Bowen, Ben Rama just play just behind him, a bit more attacking, a bit more closer to him, and then just see what actually happens, because it might actually work. 12 more to go, Charlie. 12 more lights to go till I hit 200. Come on.
Thanks for that, Ray. Again, I can see. As Fo says, Ginge, the Rumble is like pre-season in football where anything can happen. Anything is possible. You know? NXT call up the whole like it's exciting. God damn, I can just see the number going up in the corner of my eye. It's 5
to go. Come on.
It's the worst thing in the world. It's not. It's the best.
I know you. If I say it encourages more people to like it. So come on.
I know. That's why I'm talking over you. In fact, I can just mute you. I forgot that I can physically do that. There you go. You're muted now. He's muted. Actually, not only can I mute you, I can also just take you off the screen. I won't, because that's mean, because you've been kind enough to come on, but at the same time I could do that. If you were Tom, I would have done it by now, but
I was just going into the chat then.
No, go on. You're both on screen and can be heard, so
200. We hit the 200. Woo! Thank you everyone in the live chat. We hit the 200. We hit 201 actually now. 22.
22.
Mate, this is good. What's the most you've had?
Honestly, I think we passed.
Is this the most you've had?
Yeah, on a watch along, I think we've passed it. I can't lie. I'd have to double.
Just saying, Tom, if you're watching, they all liked me more than you. Just saying.
I'll be sure to send that to him so he knows. I'll be sure to send that to him. There's 200. Well, now we're here. I can just say it. There's 221 of you in here at the moment. If you haven't subscribed and do make sure to like the video. At this point, I'm screwed either way. So make sure to do it. I genuinely appreciate it. And of course, as always, the first of the month, it's the best time to become a patron. Patreon.com/Hammers Chat. You get tons of extra stuff, including Two Spanners, One Hammer, the show. Me and Ray host together a podcast we do together that you could appear on just by becoming a patron and getting involved in that. On top of that, there's tons of other things. There's the matchday morning shows with Gio and Gonzo. There's Gio's tactical previews. There's a mug of tea once a month. There's tons of other videos on there to get involved with. There's audio versions of every single show. Get involved if you wish to, because now's the best time. The first is the best time of the month.
Charlie, have you just saying? Now we've hit the over 200 mark.
Yeah.
So whoever liked us has now disliked us again.
I respect it. That's fine. Thank you. Whoever that was, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's do it. Go out to 205 and then 204.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I respect. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I don't mind.
Charlie, should we do a free Two Spanners, One Hammer so people wouldn't know what we're talking about and maybe do it for them?
It's a possibility. We could do that.
We could do an extra one. I'm on furlough. We're up now. Tier 4.
Sure. Yeah. Fair. Yeah, well, all right, we'll figure that out. But Ray, just before you go, because the second half is about to kick off, and I want you to be able to go and watch it. What's your score prediction for the game now you've had that?
0-0.
0-0. That's fair enough. Ray Boreham, everyone. What a man. 2 Spanish, 1 hammers. It was coming soon. It's a beautiful man.
Thank you for 200 likes, people. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that. See you later, Ray. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Boreham. What a man. What a man. Thank you, everyone, for an insane amount of likes. I don't know quite what to do with myself. I did see someone ask what headphones I'm going to get. I'm going to have to figure that out, aren't I? I'm going to have to figure that out. So the half is about to kick off on my screen. If you're running away now, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it deeply. I do especially. As the teams are making their way back out on my screen. Yeah, what headphones I'm going to get? I'm going to have to think. Alan, any change at halftime? I don't think there is. There doesn't seem to be. Referee having one final chat with, I think that's Carlo Ancelotti. Walking back across the pitch now to get it underway. It was David Moyes. He's smiling. He's had a laughy, jokey time with the ref. You love to see it. Here we go. Second half kicking off here at Goodison Park. It's Everton 0, West Ham 0, and we're underway. Wait, wasn't that Tom Says Eric? I don't know. It looks a bit like him, doesn't it? I can't believe that's hit 200. Bloody hell. Chuck, you don't have to donate. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's calm. You are far from the only person who's mentioned the headphones. Trust me. It's been nothing but people mentioning headphones to me for about the past. Well, it was since this tape went on. Before this tape, no one noticed really because it was black, so you didn't really see it too much. But since then, it's been now but comments about the headphones, so I wouldn't worry too much about them. Simp says the Simp Police. Good to see you. Stay vigilant. Make sure if anyone's out here simping, arrest them. Do your duty. Do you know what I mean? Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. Everton will win, says Will Smith. I think 2-1 still a bold thing for me. Any changes? Says Alan. I don't think there has been any changes now. I'm pretty certain. I'm looking at the team. I can't see anyone. Again, I don't have the volume on, so I can't hear if they mentioned it, but I do not think so. We won't score tonight, Boise. Not tonight. We won't concede either, says Jez. Yeah, 0-0. I mean, I still think 2-1. I'll stick with it. But there is a severe lack of confidence from me in us scoring. I can't lie to you. Taya says Everton 1, West Ham 2. I'd love to see it. Couple of Ben Ramas, maybe. I'd love to see it. I doubt it, but I do love to. I would be very happy. Declan Rice getting involved in some bitty play a bit further up the pitch. Haller drops deep to get involved, plays a cross-field ball to someone. Don't know who that was. Can't tell who that was. It looked a bit like Mark Noble for a second. I think it was Craig Dawson who decided not to get back with any sort of pace. Jeffrey, if we don't score, does Moyes go to GSB and demand money for Arnie? Maybe. I mean, the thing is, everyone sort of got fit again at the wrong time for Moyes in that argument, you know? Everyone just sort of got fit at the exact moment he needed them to stay unfit to sort of go and get money. I don't think we've got any money. I think we've got money, but I don't think we're going to be spending any money. And to be honest with you, I think Mikel Antonio is the Marko Arnautovic. I think getting Marko Arnautovic now is would be a waste of money. I think it's a bad idea. But yeah. How is Ben Rama playing, says Gagil. Okay, not bad by any stretch of imagination. It's a tough game for him in a tough position. He's very, very deep because of the way we're set up, and it's not helping him at all. I want to see him more on the ball in attacking thirds, really being able to influence the play properly. But he's not got a team around him, unfortunately, which is frustrating. We'll see what happens as I refresh BT Sport. I think that was convincing. Now 10 seconds behind where I was. Excellent. I'll have to sort that out in a second. 207 says Ray Boreham. Thank you, Ray, for coming on. Horrendous time to be alive, but thank you. Jeffrey, I agree with you, Charles, but when does Moyes have a good idea? You raise an excellent point, sir. You raise an excellent point. I don't know is the answer. I don't know. I never know. I never know. Okay, I'm having a bit of frustration here, so I'm just going to try and sort some things. Oh, no, it seems to be working again. We're good. Significantly behind, but we're fine. I've got so many things open. Running this stream is a nightmare sometimes. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's just gone down on my screen. Oh, I'm having problems. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do this. Do. Just pressing some buttons here. We'll see if I can make anything work that I need to. In fact, to tell you what, I need to go to the toilet. BRB, everyone. We're back. We're good. We're back. Minor problems. Minor problems past. Minor problems past. Minor problems past. If you're looking for a stream for the match, there are links in the Discord, of course, below. Check the Discord link below. There's a place called Stream Links. If you click on there, there's ways to see it. But hello, I am back, everyone, for this insanely liked video. as a fun fact, I just went toilet. And as I walked past my girlfriend who's in the kitchen, she went, yeah, I like the video as well. So there we go. Gone poorly for Charlie, hasn't it? It's gone poorly for Charlie, hasn't it? Antonio warming up, says CB. It's frustrating. I really want to see us. I don't know. We're playing a bit further forward than we were. To be fair, we're trying to get a bit more on the front foot. Decore there with a little bit of a shove on Thomas Souček. Just a little cheeky one. Just a little cheeky push. Little cheeky push. Just catching up with the chat. Paul Harrington, that music is truly, truly dreadful. Thank you, Paul. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're here. Dissing what's his name? Otis McDonald, who did the music, of course. Quick free kick, short to Declan Rice, plays it across the box. We're getting obsessed with Declan Rice crossing the ball. This is a thing we've becoming obsessed with the last 2 games. I understand why when we have opportunities like this, we go for a short ball. Because obviously every team would expect us to just pump it into the box because it's what we're good at. But at the same time, I feel like it's a wasted opportunity to not just pump it into the box. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm just. You'll see what I'm doing in a sec. This is more for phone than it is for anyone else. But we're getting it. There we go. Just gonna have some chocolate, some hotel chocolate. You know. We keep getting close, just not close enough. Not close enough. Bowen just refusing to give up the ball there. Stumbling across the entire Everton line. Collects it again. He's stepping up a gear, Bowen, right now. He needs to. I don't think he's been excellent today, I can't lie. I think he's been a bit iffy all season, but I'd say iffy's maybe perhaps unfair, but just not quite just not quite there. There we go. Just hungry. Mikel Antonio's stripped off and he's coming on. It is milk chocolate. It is milk chocolate, Edward. It's salted caramel milk chocolate from Hotel Chocolat because I got a big gift box for it for Christmas from a beautiful, wonderful man. And I'm hungry because I've not really eaten today. So, you know, food. Antonio coming on. Wally trying to go back on his cheat. You cheated, sir. You can't go back now. I mean, you can. But powering through his chocolate. There we go. Might actually be 60th minute, you know, for Antonio. It genuinely might be at this point. I would have thought it would have been a couple of minutes before, but at this point I'm thinking it might just be 60. Ben Rama taken down by Holgate. Is the substitution happening now? 59th minute. Sebastian Haller coming off. Antonio and Bowen having big conversations. I don't think that's the last we'll see of. Mikel Antonio. I do think we'll see more of him. of Sebastian Haller. I do think we'll see more of him. I think the rumours were him leaving into summer anyway. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, different formation for Antonio. Different formation for West Ham. Not quite the exact same as it was before he got injured, unfortunately. A free kick in a good area here for West Ham. And I hope this, like I said, I hope this forces Everton back. I hope this forces them into a position they're not really super on. Soufal and Godfrey battling there. Both Godfrey maybe the initiator of the tugs, but Soufal's certainly getting involved. To be honest with you, I think Soufal's a bit lucky to win a free kick there, but it's fine. It's well, we'll see. I hope it forces Everton back to think a little bit more about what they're doing, and so they can't just sort of blindly watch us flail, which is what they have been doing for most of this game, I think. Soufal looks hurt. Soufal looks hurt now. Hope not. Ben Johnson is on the bench though, so it's not like we don't have an instant replacement, but we'll see. Aaron Cresswell standing over the free kick. It's a great position. Just play the ball in easy. Just put this onto someone's head. Antonio's in there. Dawson. Imagine a Dawson header. Would love that. Big fan of that. Souček's in there. Rice is in there. I mean, Everton aren't exactly small. Yerry Mina's about... I mean, if anyone's going to win the header, it's Yerry Mina. God damn, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. But at the same time, we'll see. UTFR. Chill. Chill. Come back in 5 minutes. Just chill, fam. You know what I mean? Not that deep. Just chill out. Cresswell with a free kick. Plays it in. Pickford with the hand. Do you know what? It's not a bad free kick. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Put it into a dangerous area. Just get ahead on it. Get ahead on it. It probably works out quite well, but it's not quite. Ben Rama in a good position again. Do something. He can't quite find the space to do anything. Plays it across the second time. Wins a corner. Just, if someone gets to tell you what, Dawson was in there, Souček was in there. If either of them, it's a bit high in it, actually. It's a bit high. Yeah, no one's getting their head on that, to be fair. It might have snuck in if Pickford's small little T-Rex arms didn't quite work out for him, but it did that time. But it was another good chance. We have to. The thing is about corners, all these sort of opportunities, they need to be taken. Although we're good hit from Fornals. We're getting a little bit more into this second half now. We're getting a little bit more into this. Like I said, they're sort of forced back a tiny bit. They're under the cosh. That's a good hit from Fornals with his weak foot as well. They're under the cosh here. Got to step up a little bit. Step up, see how it works out. Good Cresswell with the control. Jeez. Antonio with the chest and tries to power through. Seamus Coleman has about 800 yards on him. It's fine. It's all Coleman's. It's all Coleman's. Boothammer. How comes everyone hates Pickford? Because I don't think it's... He's just a divisive figure, isn't he? I think he's frustrating. I think once you get to the stage where you're starting for England, you naturally become a bit of a divisive figure because people see you more and you're on a more public stage. If you're not a fan of if you're a fan of any team who aren't Everton, you're not seeing Pickford week in, week out. You're not seeing him play every single game. The second he plays for England as well, that means you're just seeing him more. And he's had some poor performances. And I think at one stage he had the good opportunity from Everton, save Randolph. He had the unenviable situation of being very highly rated at one point, maybe too rated for his own good, because what then happened is the second the bad performances come, you get the pushback from that, which is he's so overrated, and then from there it just goes worse and worse, right? I think that was kind of the problem with Pickford, unfortunately. I think he's a good keeper. I think he's a capable goalkeeper. I think his arms are very smaller. I do think that. I think it's surprisingly he's at the top level for the size of person he is, considering goalkeepers. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes for him in his future career. I mean, just at the moment, he's not doing it great. I think that's his main problem. Dom Davis just ran into Thomas Souček there. Good luck with that one, mate. Good luck with that one, that's what I'll say. Bowen, Ben Rama. See, Ben Rama, Fornals. Oh, Ben Rama was in such a good position there. But we've got our eyes set on crossing every time. Stop. Don't just cross. Don't just cross. Like, in this situation, right, the ball gets played out. Fornals plays it out to Bowen, who then straight away looks into the box. Fornals is there, who's in the centre, I don't think ever scored a header in his life, and Mikel Antonio. It wasn't even close to him. It was an okay cross to Fornals, but he still had to do a lot of work from there. Benrahma had pulled out just a little bit to the edge of the box, pull it back, bang, goal. Like, we're so fixated on crossing the ball that we're missing just such basic stuff that could be really effective. James Rodriguez and Andre Gomez have both come on now for Bernard and Gylfi Sigurdsson. Everton going for it. Bigger substitutions for them. Good substitutions for them. Murphy, the break music. It's by Otis McDonald. The song is called Third Eye Blimp. Otis McDonald is a copyright-free music you can find on your YouTube audio library for free. Otis McDonald is very good in my opinion. Antonio, this is a great opportunity. Hits it. Potentially better options there, but to be fair to him, he's gone for it. He's warming up, and he's stormed back to try and win that back, and just completely fouled, just completely taken out. I think it was Holgate. Not a bad opportunity for Antonio. I would have preferred him to do something else, but he's getting his eye in. He's warming up. He's warming up. To be fair, we'll give him time. We'll give him the time before slating him for doing too much. Corner for Everton here. James Rodriguez over it. Bonner headed was weird. Benrahma with a slice. Literally no one outside the area. You love to see it. And by love to see it, I mean you bloody hate to see it. Gomez sort of whaps it from distance, not even close. Yerry Mina's still in there. Get it to Mina. Get him some step overs going. Let's go. Bit of Colombian flair from the centre back. Never happening, is it? Ball played in. Dawson safely away. It's out front of a corner, I think. Bowen with an interesting attempt. Another corner for Everton. Dawson within the way, that one. Dawson in the way. Dawson's in the way, in the way. Dawson's in the way. Dawson more than Yerry Mina. Yeah. Big, strong agreements from me on that one. Big, strong agreements with me. Benrahma just hoofed it away. Big hoofs. It's a free kick, regardless. Free kick to West Ham, regardless. Bridie does gaming. I'm a Man United fan and I want West Ham to win, so then Everton aren't on 32 points. I want West Ham to win, so West Ham are on 25? Would it be 25? Something like that. 25, 26. Be nice, wouldn't it? Ogbonna's shiny head alone worth 40 mil. Look at that dome. Look at it. Sculpted by the gods. What an absolute bonce he's got on him. You love to see it. The dome in full effect. Full effect. Just a shiny head in it. It's just a shiny head. Kufau with a little shove on Richarlison, who does go down a bit easy, to be fair, but still. Little Godbonnet. Exactly. The man, the myth, the dome. The dome says no, you cannot pass. Like Gandalf. Or a traffic warden. James Gunn, not a big fan of Pablo Fornals. James, what's your Charlie, we're crossing. Yeah, well, I don't disagree with you, bro. We get it out wide and we just cross it. That's basically our one trick. It's all we do. Rodrigo, it says Brazil in open brackets, so I assume you're speaking Portuguese. No hable español or Portuguese. I can't. No, ne parlez-vous français? No. You know, I can't. I apologise. James, what's your honest opinion on Pablo Fornals in general? Like, if you were to give him a general review as a footballer, what would you say is his good points? What would you say is his bad points? And what would you say his best position is? I'm interested in your opinion, James, specifically. Yarmolenko coming on according to him. Dome Bonner. Yes, the dome. The dome. The Millennium Dome 2000. 2K. 2K. 2K Angelo. Here he comes. Hi, George. George 10. Good to see you. Ben Rama being found in space, but not really anything he can do with. Again, he's just completely smothered out by two players. It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. Because you know he has something to give, but it's like, what's he meant to do in that situation? What is he actually meant to do? Because he's instantly swarmed by two players, and it's like, he has the ability to get past them, sure, but 9 times out of 10, he's not going to be able to do it. You know, no player can do it every single time. He's not Messi, you know. Support him more. Jesus, it's the exact same problem with Haller. Just support him more. It's not difficult. James gone. Honestly, Charlie, I think he's good. Great work rate, but his finishing is pony, and he doesn't offer enough going forward. Might change if we get a better left back. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think his finishing is pretty iffy. I think, yeah, iffy is the way I describe it. I think he should be. He's a central attacking midfielder. When he was playing for Villarreal, that was a big thing. Because I was looking into sort of when we signed him, I was looking into Villarreal, and I was aware of him for about a year before. I'd seen him play a couple of times because he was linked with Arsenal, and Santi Cazorla went there. So you know, so I had a look at him, and he. James, if you want a link to the game, my friend, in Discord, link below in the Discord. Join that. There's a thing called Stream Links in there. Scenes. What do you call it? I saw him play, and the consensus coming out of Villarreal was that he was never very good when he played on the left, and when he played from the centre, that was when he was really on it. Tip of a diamond. They played 3 at the back occasionally as well, and he played just behind the strikers in that system, with a 2 up front, I think it was, and he was behind them. And that was always where he was said to have his strongest games were there and not out wide. And I don't know why he got put out wide there, whether it's the same case as here, as he has the work rate, and so he gets asked to do that job. But it's very frustrating to watch because I don't think it's his smart position. I think he's only there out of obligation to defensive duties, I guess. And I really wanted to see a situation when we bought Ben Rama in, who was a left back, a left midfielder, a left winger. Oh, we can finally get to see Fornals down the centre, get Ben Rama on the left, but instantly it's just gone. Ben Rama down the centre. Fornals is keeping his position, and I think that part of that is David Moyes being conservative and being concerned about what he can and can't do and how much it will change stuff. But it's frustrating because in reality, it's not his position. It's not his position. James, Discord, link below. It says our Discord. Click on it. There's a thing called Stream Links. Click on that. Multiple options to watch the game. Double substitution now. On the 73rd minute, we've got Yarmolenko and Lanzini coming on. Fornals is coming off, and I would suspect, my gut says maybe Ben Rama, because I doubt he would take off Bowen for some reason. But if he keeps on Ben Rama the whole game, that's a good sign. It is Bowen for Yarmolenko. That makes sense. Okay. I don't. He's at least trying. He's at least trying something. I don't know if it's the right thing, but he's at least trying something, to be fair. Double sub, what's happened to Moyes? I know, Wally, I'm baffed, I'm scared, I'm confused. Is that sellotape on your headphones, mate? Says Alex. Alex? Yep. It is. It won't be for long, thanks to this bloody stream, but it is. Yes, it is sellotape. It's 2 types of sellotape. We have the gaffer tape, electrical tape, under which is also super glue, and then here is like a sort of craft tape, which has like, I don't know if you can see, it has like flowers and stuff on it. Yeah, it is. It is. David, when you started typing "How'd You Like Me Now," my brain just went straight into it's a song by, who did that song? If there was a time, is it the something? The something. How'd you like me now? It's in an advert at the moment, I think. How'd you like me now? How'd you like me now? Is it for Carlsberg, maybe, something like that? It's definitely a beer advert in it. But the song's by the something. I can't remember. It's a good song, but my brain instantly started reading that. It's the point I was making. I thought you were talking about Toby Keith, Logan. No, Toby Keith. Bit of Toby Keith guitar twang. The heavy. Thank you, David Moyes. Thank you. The heavy. That was what I was thinking about. Bit of Toby Keith guitar twang. Logan, I need to DM you on Twitter. If I don't do it tonight because I forget, DM me. Remind me. I need to speak to you about spanners. We should make a sub bingo on the Discord, says Boot Hammer. See, right, Boot, you're talking my language. I've got some ideas. I can't lie to you about sub bingo. I may or may not have been making an intro for it. I've got a thing with sub bingo coming, and I wanted to do it for this game, but I've just been too busy. I've had two pieces of work to do, so I just haven't had the time. Potentially tomorrow, or for the next stream, I guess. It's also in a film. It says Official Chaz Affair. It doesn't surprise me. It's one of those songs which is probably very usable. It's a very usable song. How'd you like me now? It's a good song. Good song. Suchek trying a cheeky back heel. The dome is close. Well, ready, willing, waiting. Not quite. He's both slow and fast. Is Ogbonna. I don't think he's very fast, but it's the way he moves. He looks slower than he actually is. Long strides. He's like Usain Bolt. What a man. Oh, you love him. You love him. Making good progress here. Took a while. Ben Ramos tried to slot in Yarmolenko. He tried a through ball to someone with no pace, which you know, I appreciate, but it was never going to work, was it? First Trouser, do you support West Ham? Unfortunately, yes, sir. Unfortunately, yes. Big sad vibes. Big sad vibes. Saved by the dome again. Antonio's been poor, says James. The dome, Reading, willing, waiting. Listen, if I can get, I want to get my aim with Ogbonna is to get him back to Juve. You know what I mean? Get him back to Juve, playing Champions League football. Just, he deserves it. He deserves to be. But look at him. He's a beast. Doing absolute manoeuvres all the day. Where is the team? Oh, there's Antonio. He was underneath the screen. Big tag, big rash challenge with Tom Davis there. Just. Ben Rama played the ball out to Antonio, who's just sort of dribbling it about, heavy touch, and I'll tell you what, Tom Davis, you rascal. He just. It was just inelegant, wasn't it? Really, if you're being honest about it, it was just completely inelegant. How'd you like me now? It's in my head now. Official Chazza, what's your prediction for the United match tonight? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're facing Aston Villa. Man United are in an incredible run of form in the league. They're just knocking teams away. Villa are obviously very good. They've been one of the surprise packages of the season. I can't see past the United win, but it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if something else happened. But I can't see past the United win. I'm going to say. Let's go 3-2 Man United. Let's go spicy. Shall we? Let's go spicy. Tom Davies looks like a caveman. Well, you know, I've been there. I respect it. Tom Davies is the kid in school that slides on concrete. I mean, that was a wild challenge, wasn't it? That was an absolutely wild challenge. Dominic Calvert-Lewin comes off, and Cenk Tosun coming on. This is a play, Ancelotti. What are you trying, you cheeky boy? Put your money. Where is it? I saw it in a second ago. Put your house on Cenk Tosun goal. I mean, little bit. I don't know what they're trying to do. I mean, Cenk Tosun doesn't play too dissimilarly to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's nowhere near as dynamic, but I'm surprised. I'm actually a bit surprised. We're trying to Cresswell. It was an attempt, Aaron. I'll give you that. It was a try to get through. Yerry Mina's so tall, isn't he? He's just a tall guy. Rice looking up, no options. You love to see it. Souček, all right, fair play to Souček to quick little reverse pass in to Yarmolenko. Didn't quite work out, but fair enough. And now he's covering. Oh, he's good, isn't he? He's good, isn't Thomas Souček? And then he takes down Richarlison. Very light, it looked like there. I can't lie to you. It looked very light, but we are where we are. It was light. It was a foul, but it was incredibly light. People going on about Yarmolenko there. It wasn't. Well, it wasn't. Was it? Full stop. It wasn't good. It was not good. What is the match on? Says Chaz. It is on BT Sport in the UK. It's on NBCSN in America, I believe, and in the Discord below. Stream links. Just saying. Large car outside my window there. This is why I'm a Dagenham fan. Fair. Header wide, I think it was Yerry Mina. Yerry Mina and his specific haircut. He's got very specific hair, does Yerry Mina. He's got the hair option I see in games, and I'm like, really? Like, just the hairline. Really? Carlo Ancelotti. Not impressed face from Carlo Ancelotti. From Champions League winner Carlo Ancelotti. Isn't it mad that he's managing Everton? What that just makes no sense to me. Richarlison coming through the centre. Oh, look at the dome. It's a good tackle by, I think it was Rice, who's now charging forward, but then the dome just there like, how? That's the sound he makes. That's the sound he makes. Rice is trying, bless him, but it's just not working, Declan, mate. Your manager's David Moyes. Antonio through to Lanzini because we don't have anyone in the box. God forbid we even attempt to get forward here. Thomas Souček with what can only be described as a pass off the pitch. Big miscommunication there between Souček, Soufal, and Yarmolenko. Charlie, will you be an honorary Charlotte FC fan with me in 2022, sir? As long as I don't have to spend money on it, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I will respect the Charlotte, North Carolina all day, all night. That's my, that's my, I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Woo. Respect to Big Rick and his daughter, of course. I'm here for it. Tell me what I need to do. What do I need to do? Let me know. I'm here for it. My nan lives across the road from the Dagenham ground on Raynham Road. Jeffrey. Oh, is it Peach? I didn't know that. Nice. Mate, big Dagenham vibes. Ray would be hyped. If Ray was here, he'd be hyped. He's from Dagenham, you see. He would, not that you'd know. Through ball to Mikel Antonio, who's just being dragged all over the shop. Holgate and Godfrey just sort of tell him no. Tell him no. They both just sort of stood in the way there. It's got a similar feeling to the last game where I'm like, it's not over, but at the same time, if it's 0-0, I'm at this point, I'm just like, yeah. But it's not over, but at the same time, yeah. But it's not over, but at the same time, yeah. I mean, I would have been slightly more concerned if they didn't bring on Cenk Tosun, I can't lie to you. Sam Allardyce signing, wasn't he? Says all you need to know. Says all you need to know. It's official big woos for Charlotte FC, yes. Big woos. I would do it loudly, but other people in the house. If no one else was here, I'd give it a big woo, but for now, I'll just go woo. And then you can imagine the sound from my facial expression. You know? You know? That's how I was spelling it, Clips. PTTKAPTKAPTAKAPOW. If you're keeping track, that's how you do it. Official Chaz, do you stream any other matches? Every West Ham match. No others, unfortunately. Just all West Ham matches. They're the ones, it's a West Ham channel in it, so stick to what we know. Chipped over. Souček. Ooh. Snapshot. Cresswell goes for it. Souček. Oh! It's in! It's in! Mate, right place, right time. If there is one man on this earth who... Get involved in that. If there is one man on this earth who is the personification of the phrase, the right place at the right time, it's Thomas Souček. So what happened there? The original one came in. He controls it down and hits it early. It was a good attempt, but straight at Pickford. Cresswell, right, with what looks like another shot, which was, to be honest with you, terrible, drives it from range. It's going significantly, I think, wide, and I think Yerry Mina gets a touch onto it. At least one of the Everton defenders does. And Thomas Souček, who was arriving late at the far post, onside. It's 1-0. I'm in shock. I am in shock. I tell you what. I'll take this all day. I will take this 1-0 run and gun last second all day, all night. You cannot convince me otherwise. I am fine with this as a 3 points. Thomas Souček, man. How does he do it? How does he do it all the time? Does Cresswell get the assist? I don't know, Kai. I don't even know if he... Again, I think an Everton defender got a touch. My gut said it was Yerry Mina, but I'm not sure. We'd have to have a look. David Moyes going straight for Carlo Ancelotti's throat. Vintage Fellaini, vintage Moyes. Eat your heart out, Carlo. Flipping heck. Right at the last... I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked that's even possible. Arsenal fan circle, Ray, good to see you. Thomas Souček had taken the initial shot. Yeah, he tried the first one, which wasn't great. It was straight. It was a good attempt. It was a good piece of improvisation, but it wasn't a good shot. But yeah, right place at the right time. It's just my man does it. Yeah, he does. Cresswell gets the assist. Scenes. Stealth Souček. That was very difficult to read, Wally. My brain did not work that one out. Yarmolenko, great clip through originally to get it into the path of Souček, who hits it. Now let's look at this. Cresswell drives it. Oh, maybe it wasn't going wide, and it is Yerry Mina, and Souček just arrives and just slots it home. Do you know what? Fair play. Again, fair play to Thomas Souček, because that's a difficult thing to do at pace as well, to just calmly pass it into the net like that. Yes, David, how'd you like me now? How'd you like me now? How'd you like me now? Oh, it's a good song. I'm going to listen to that after. Our best scout, our best scorer, Thomas Souček. Big Czech vibes. Czech movements. Who's the talk? Who's that? I was going to make another joke, but I'm just going to leave it. Good night, Edward. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Thank you, Chaz. Thank you, Chaz. I'd get involved in a loud woo, but again, other people in the house, so I feel a bit guilty, but You know, big North Carolina vibes. Thomas Souček. Kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, late post, back post, header, son of a gun. Big plays. Big plays. Happy New Year as well, Edward, of course. Right, now, several minutes. Let's get the RV out. Big Breaking Bad vibes. Put it in park. Neutral, maybe. I don't drive a car. I don't know how they work. Just stop it. Stop it in front of the goal. Let's get the tour bus out. Darren Randolph looking for Yarmolenko on the head. Not sure why, but we tried it. Yarmolenko's gone down. Play has continued. A couple of more minutes. Godfrey's arms all over the shop there. All over the shop. I don't necessarily think it was a bad thing, but my God. I don't necessarily think he meant it, but he looked like... When you're at school, I don't know if it's the same. Jeffrey would be able to tell me. Jeffrey teaches football and stuff. But when I was at school, right, this is what I got taught to do for headers, was imagine you were holding a picture, like a painting, and then you put your head for it, right? With the arms for more, like, oomph. That was what I was always taught. And it was a bit like Godfrey was doing that, but his arms were like, you know, just wild. Flailing limbs. Catching Yarmolenko. He seems to be up and fine now. I don't think it was on purpose by Godfrey, to be fair, but there we go. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes goes up on the board. Shout out to Alfie B. Hello, sir. What I would say is this. Fabianski got injured in the warm-up, Alfie. What I will say is this. Oh, Wally with $4.99. Thank you, sir. At least some decent duct tape for those. Well, Wally, I don't know if you saw, but there was a large... there was an event happened today. I said if we got 150 likes, I would get new headphones. Because it has, of course, been the talk of my life for the last couple of months. And we hit over 200. So that's a thing I'm just going to have to sort out. But thank you, Wally. I appreciate it. That will go towards them. Trust me on that. I need it. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It's been a good stream. Incredible amount of likes. Happy New Year to everyone as this game finishes out. This is very... is Fab all right then or not? I don't know. He went off injured in the warm-up, and he's been on the bench, so I assume he's not gone to hospital or anything, but who knows. Happy New Year. I hope you're all well. We made it to 2021. Didn't think it was going to happen for a while, but here we are. I'll be back for the next game, whenever that is. I can't remember. They come in thick and fast during this period, don't they? So I just sort of switch off and just sort of take them as they come. I appreciate you all for getting involved. That's a great ball. I think that was Ben Rama to Antonio, who's through here. Lanzini's there. Find Lanzini. He's gone for it. Antonio's gone for it. He's wobbled his... Antonio. Lanzini hits it over. Oh, Antonio. Oh my God. Just passed the ball earlier. He has a great opportunity here. He's one-on-one with Mina. He sort of takes it past him. Just lay it off to Lanzini there where he can actually take a shot. He fumbles his way through. Thank you, Wally, again. Frustrating. I think Lanzini could have shot there. Could have been two. January 11th FA Cup, says Foshizi. Makes sense. Thank you very much. Then I'll be back for that. Gio and Gonzo will be live in just a minute with their review at full time. I will, of course, get the link and give it to you all in the chat so you can jump over there and have a good time watching that. Make it as easy for you as possible. Yeah, the Ben Rama through ball there was excellent, wasn't it? Full time. Coming from the chat there, full time. Thank you for it's 1-0. It's Thomas Souček. It's late. It's beautiful. It's what you expect from Big Thomas. It's what he said. Thank you, Chazza, for the sub. Thank you, everyone who subbed. Thank you, everyone who liked. I will have new headphones soon. I'll get on it tonight and figure that out. Yeah. Let me get that link for Gion Gonzalez. Let me get the link. I need to find it. Have they made it yet? Is a good question. I should be asking myself. I'll take that. 1-0. I'll take that all day. It wasn't the prettiest game by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm happy with that. I expected a 1. I expected it to be 0-0. I said 2-1 to Everton at one point as well, but 1-0, 26 points, 10th. It's been a good first half. It's been a good first half of the season. Better than I expected. And this is a good result, a very good result. It also means I can go and message my friend who supports Everton and be like, not that I care that much, not that he cares that much, but yes. Let's just pause that there. Let's just leave that so it's actually working. What am I looking for this? I'll just have to keep it broken for now. Life goes on. Actually, no, I can fix it. There we go. I should have fixed it. Did it? Yes, it did. Look at that. It's like I know what I'm doing. It's like I know what I'm doing. I'm just moving my screens around so I can find the link for you. There we go. First goal of 2021, Thomas Suchek. Thanks to StreamEric. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. I do genuinely appreciate it. Even the headphones thing. That'll be something I have to sort out now. Ruben Blosch getting involved in the Big Sue. In fact, let's just quick shout out to everyone who's currently here. Let's get that open. Peach, Alan Pardew, Alan Robneys, Alfie B, Arsenal Fan Circle, Ray, hello, Arthur, Gatwald, Ashley Kempt, Asmuzi, Boot, Chris, Chuck, Dane, Daniel, Dave, David, Eric, Fonda, Fonda, Foshizy, George 10, Jacob, James, Jason, Jeffrey, Jeremy, Khalid, Little Davo, Logan Bowser, Migsy, Miz, NH, Paul Harrington, Ruben Blosch, Robert Singleton, Sabriel, Stevie C, Tebow, Wally World, Whitney Weston, Official Chazza. Thank you all for joining me. Wally, jam your hypes, my friend. Wally with the $14.99 for the headphone fund. Thank you, sir. Genuinely appreciate it. It will go towards that. I can promise you that. Thank you so much, but you didn't need to. Whatsoever, you kind man. So I now have the link for you all. Here you go. The link going in the chat now is the link to the review of Gian Gonzo. Click on it. Go and enjoy a big dub. A big dub. Jesus Christ. I will take that. I will be back on the 11th in 10 days time for the FA Cup match. But until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Remember Patreon, all that good stuff. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye.